자, 오늘은 저희가 엄청나게 중요하고 대단하신 두 분을 모셨어요. 한국에 오셔서 저희가 이제 얘기도 많이 나누고, Baret Scholar라는 좀 정말 프로그램에 대해서 얘기를 많이 나눴는데, 여러분들이 좀 아셨으면 정말 좋을 프로그램이고, 그래서 부득이하게 이렇게 줌 인터뷰로 진행을 하게 되었는데, 그리고 Baret Scholar는 어떤 프로그램인지, 그리고 또 내가 어떻게 어플라이를 할 수 있는지를 좀 알면 좋을 것 같습니다. 그리고 이 두 분께서는 영어가 더 편하시기 때문에 저는 영어로 진행을 하도록 하겠습니다. So, Chris, would you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Chris Whittle. I live in New York City, and my career has been mainly in education. And over the years, I've founded over 100 schools in the United States and around the world.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris. Jane, would you mind also kicking off with your intro, please?
Yeah, of course. 안녕하세요. Hi, everyone. My name is Jane, and I am the Director of Higher Education Partnerships for Baret Scholars. And essentially, my role is to work with universities and colleges around the world, as well as private counselors like Miri here, in order to identify outstanding students from all over the world to participate in Baret Scholars. And I'm Korean, as you have probably guessed, and I grew up in Seoul, but moved to the US when I was 10 years old and lived here most of my life at this point. So I graduated from Harvard in 2014 and have been living in New York City since then.
Awesome. Thanks for a great intro, both of you. And back to you, Chris. So while I was researching about you before I met you in Seoul, I found out that you led a charter school movement. And I thought that was such a very big thing that you've done right there. Why out of all system, why did you lead specifically charter school system?
Early, when I was a student in college, I attended for the first time a conference on improving schools, and it had a big impact on my life. And about 30 years ago, the idea was introduced in America of schools that were not underneath the bureaucracy of public education, but were public schools. And so they basically were charters are public schools that are free to students that are actually managed by private organizations such as foundations, etc.
Wow. So is there any different education that charter school offers compared to like public school then?
When I began, there were no charter schools. There are now 5,000 charter schools in the United States, and some cities, 50% of all the schools in the city are charters. And I think the biggest difference, charters are choice schools, meaning parents choose them. So a family's not assigned to a school. They actually choose the school because they like what it is doing, and many charters have specific themes.
Awesome. Why are you keep trying to, reform education here and there?
If you think about other sectors, one of the things that's critical from automobiles to airplanes is that they're constantly trying to improve, and that continuous improvement is a key to really success in different sectors. And I've had a long-standing belief that schools should do the same thing, that they should try every year to get better and better and to keep up their thinking in various ways. And in everything I've always done, I try to make every year better than the one before.
So let me move on to Baret Scholars. And we would love to know about what Baret Scholar is. And based on what I heard in Seoul, what Baret Scholar was, it was actually a very fantastic program. And I'm very excited to introduce this program. So Jane, would you mind give us a short summary of what Baret Scholar is?
Yes, absolutely. So Baret Scholars is a global education program that's designed to provide students, which includes recent high school graduates as well as university students, and some very mature younger high school students as well. And our aim is to provide these students with immersive, educational, and culturally enriching experiences. And essentially, the students will be embarking on a journey around the world where they live in 7 different regions over a course of a year. And there are 4 main components to the program, which includes the morning program, in which we invite expert speakers and leaders from all different scopes of life to really share insights on regional culture and contemporary issues. And there are also independent exploration for the students to engage in activities like volunteering, learning a new language, taking classes, etc. And then we also have a very robust advising program with our excellent fellows. So there will be a lot of mentorship opportunities, both peer-to-peer mentorship as well as with the fellows. And finally, what's really unique about Baret Scholars is that we also offer what we call fellowships. So these are shorter 10-day excursions in different regions of the world. For example, Shenzhen, Mexico City, Mount Kilimanjaro, etc. And based on the students' individual interests and their passion, they can embark on these fellowships with a smaller group of about 10 to 12 students to really learn and immerse in many different experiences across different regions. So that's Baret Scholars at a very high level. But essentially, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity that I wish I could have done when I was in school. But it's available for students all over the world to participate in.
I totally agree. I wish I had this when I was back in school. So like, I believe I also went to like very long term, almost 6 months of a world journey when I was in school. And the reason why I did that was there was definitely things that I could learn outside of school while I was traveling here and there. But I feel like Baret Scholar actually combines everything. There's education and there's something that you can learn by moving all along the countries and the experience that you will get along all the time with a cohort that you'll be moving with the professors and peers. So I think this is a splendid program. And I just want to head it back to Chris with just one question. You founded Baret Scholar, and I want me to hear why you founded this Baret Scholars and where the idea came from and stuff.
When I was 22, I did this on my own. And I was at Columbia University Law School in New York, and I decided I didn't want to be a lawyer, and I had a free year on my calendar. And I said, this is my time to see the world. And the route that Baret follows is roughly the route that I did a long time ago. And it starts in New England and then goes through the United States, then to South America, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, India, China, and then we graduate, which was my last stop a long time ago. We graduate in Hokkaido, Japan. This, in 45 days, 104 students from 40 countries are coming together in New England, which is where I began years ago, and they do an orientation there, and then they begin the route.
This is awesome. I mean, I always thought travel and learning or education or work are separate. So I thought travel was having fun and work and education is like just daily life and stuff. But Baret Scholar actually combines the two. And then not only, I think the peers that you'll get along with will be lifelong friends from all over the countries. And it sounds very good. And I wish I really had that before. So I just wanted to ask about the application process too.
Yeah, so again, as I mentioned before, our inaugural cohort will be embarking on this journey in September 2024. And simultaneously, right now, we are actively looking for more students to participate for the 2025 years onward. So we encourage students who are, curious and eager to learn about different cultures and global issues, those that are passionate, adventurous, and open to new experiences to apply. And you can visit our website, it's baretscholars.org, to find our application. So the process is pretty streamlined, very similar to that of college applications. So you fill out a written application, which includes an essay, as well as a short 1 to 2 minute YouTube video that explains a little bit more about you, because our goal here at Baret Scholars is to really understand and get to know the students to determine whether it's the right fit for both the students and for our program. And then you submit a letter of recommendation, and if you have been selected to move on to the next round of application, you will be interviewing with one or two members of Baret Scholars a one-on-one interview. Again, this is an opportunity for students to share a little bit more about themselves, their passion, why they're interested in participating in Baret Scholars, to find that mutual fit. And you'll get notified from and hear from us within a couple weeks whether you have been accepted to the program or not. And for our 2025-26 cohort, we have 4 different rounds of applications, and the applications are due, I believe, November 15th, and then early January, April, and then the final deadline is in May of 2025.
Our first applications for next fall, for fall 25, will be November of this year.
So, and they will probably be wondering about the fees too, and they can check it on the website, depending on the program, but would the fee differ depending on the program? Because I also want to talk about the scholarships.
It's one program, so it's a global program, and one way to think about it, it's the equivalent of a 5th year of college. And we almost think of it as a master's in international relations that you do before your bachelor's or during your college experience. And our tuition is very similar to leading U.S. universities. It's about $65,000 a year. And then our travel cost, which is all room, board, and flights, is about $30,000 a year.
I think the price justifies if we really think about it. It's like another year of college. So I think this would be another great opportunity. But for those who are seeking maybe a bit of financial help, would there also be a scholarship offered for a few students?
We have financial aid, and then we have merit scholarships. And about, I think, over 1,100 students this past year started their application. About 400 finished everything, including their interviews. And then we selected 104, and a portion of those received merit and financial aid.
So those of you who are watching and wanting to apply this program and really overwhelmed with the pricing for any situations, there are scholarships and financial aid offered. So please go ahead and apply to Baret Scholars. And Jane, I also wanted to ask you another question. Why did you choose Baret Scholars to work with and spend time on your life?
Yeah, of course. I've always been really interested in and passionate about education. For example, when I was a student at Harvard, I helped to co-found a leadership conference for underprivileged high school students in Korea. So that experience really propelled me to want to pursue something in education, especially global education. And having been raised both in the US and in Korea, I really do appreciate and value the importance of having that cultural experiences and as well as international experiences growing up. So when I first heard about Baret Scholars and had an opportunity to chat with Chris, I truly fell in love with the mission of the company and really wanted to be part of this experience. So that's sort of what prompted me to join Baret Scholars full time. And the last year that I've been working on this project has been really incredible, seeing this vision of incredible global opportunity come to life and actually having this cohort of outstanding 100 students from all over the world embark on this life-changing journey. So it's been personally extremely enriching and exciting as well as rewarding. And I'm very much looking forward to continuing this journey with Chris and rest of our Baret family.
Was there any memorable student or testimonial that you guys might be able to share?
On our web, one of the things that we ask students to do is to submit a self-video when they apply. And we have put about 20 of those videos on our website with permission of our students. If you watch those, that tells you more about Baret than anything we will say. And an incredible group of students from all over the world.
I already watched it actually, but I wanted viewers to actually watch those too and really hear from your voice if there were any particular testimonial that was lingering in your mind. But I bet every single student's testimonial was really valuable, and that's why they're all up on the website. So that is really good. And out of the course, they go through a lot of countries when I saw the roadmap. And is there any particular favorite country or the specific thing that students do from you guys' point of view?
Quickly, one of the things we asked them to do in their video is to let us know which region they're most looking forward to. And each student has a different answer on that. And a Brazilian student will say, I'm looking forward to India. A Korean student will say, I'm looking forward to Brazil. So it's everyone has a different choice. And but it's the entire experience that matters, because just knowing about one region these days is not enough. And you need a global cultural literacy, and that's what we're trying to provide at Baret. I should mention who Baret is named after, and Baret is named after the first woman to circle the earth, which was Jeanne Baret, a French woman in the 1770s who was on board a French expedition around the world.
Yeah, I remember this. When you told me in Seoul, I was like, wow, this is great. So, is there any lasting word that you guys want to mention to students?
I'll just add on to what Chris has said about just having that global experience and true understanding of the world compared to, other programs out there, similar like gap year programs. Baret is truly unique, and in that students are really touching the entire world, not just living and experiencing 7 different regions of the world, but doing it with 100 or so other peers and mentors and fellows with all different types of experiences. And that's truly unique in that you are, forging that lifelong friendship and mentorship. And now you have a new world of friends and network worldwide.
And Mary, I wanted to add one thing, but before I add it, I also want to thank you and thank you for watching for interesting, innovative programs for your students and families, and we appreciate that very much. I just wanted to add, students are there with fellows the entire year. And in the old days, in the 1600s in Europe, there was a concept called a grand tour, and it was viewed that you had to do that before you were completely educated. And those grand tours through Europe were with tutors that they were called at that time cicerones. And we call ours fellows, and they're a phenomenal group of individuals. Half of our fellows are Oxford graduates, actually, and but included in them are PhDs in medicine from Cornell, PhDs from MIT, PhDs from Berkeley. It's a great group, and you can see them on our website as well.
Yes, I think that's another huge merit, that not only you're just left by yourself to learn by the curriculum, but all fellows are coming along to help you on the side. So, they will be your lifelong mentors too, I bet. And it's super exciting. Just from personal point of view, like when people ask me what was like really impactful when it was your in 20s, I always say, oh, it was like a 6-month world trip that I went because I learned so much from it. And Baret Scholar is basically that plus education, plus like fellow support, plus everything. So I think this is such a like splendid opportunity, and I want everyone to know about this. And yes, so we'll hopefully be so we hopefully did a great job of introducing what Baret Scholar is to everyone. Yes, and if those of you who are watching, if you have a question, please leave in the comment below, or you can email us or message us so that I can link to Baret Scholar program. And we'll also link the Baret Scholar program website below in the description, so you can click there as well. All right, so I think that will wrap this interview up.
Thank you, Mary. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much,
Mary.
Chris and Jane.
Did the student we made the offer to in Korea, have they accepted?
Unfortunately not. So we met with a student at, 대전외고, counselor there, and she recommended us to a student. And I think she really wanted to come, but she decided to enter college. I think she's going to Johns Hopkins. So
Okay.
she was admitted, but unfortunately didn't enroll. But we do have a Korean American student, Chris. I don't know if Kalady has told you, but we have a Korean American student who just graduated from UVA that submitted her application, and she was just admitted. So we're hoping to get her to enroll in our program.
Wow, awesome. So she just graduated from UVA College.
Yes.
That's correct. So she's taking a gap year between college and law school. So she heard about Baret Scholars and wanted to participate. So she applied. She actually applied past the deadline, but she's outstanding. So we decided to, consider her for the program, and she will hopefully be joining in the fall. And Mary, if you also know any students on your mind that would like to participate in Baret for September, we still have a few spots left. So let us know, and we're happy to accommodate as needed.
All right. Any plan that you guys might come in Seoul again?
Oh, we'll be in Seoul. Mary, and she mentioned it, but Jane의 has been given additional responsibilities. She's now the global head of all of our contacts with private counselors worldwide and with universities worldwide. So I just wanted you to know that. So
wow, Jane, congratulations.
Thank you. And Mary, I'll shoot you an email so we can have a separate conversation. Would love to continue working with you and see if there are any other counselors that you know who could potentially refer us to Baret students. I'll be happy to do that as well.
Yes, okay. I'll do that. Thank you so much for putting time for me here.
Okay.
Thank
you.
You
have a good. Okay.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.